So when you have parallel lines drawn like this is what we call parallel lines. And a transverse is a line that cuts across those parallel lines. So when a transverse cuts across those parallel lines, angles form. And if you look at this diagram here, let's call this line A, this one B, this one C, D, E, and F. Okay, so now when you have three or more parallel lines drawn, a line that cut across is called a transverse. And when this a transverse cut across, this angle here, this one here, is what we call vertically opposite angle. How do we understand it? In a common sense, a vertically opposite angle is an angle in form of x. That is something like this, which means this angle here, the angle facing each other are the same. If here is A, here is B, which means AB, which means A is equal to what? B. If here is C, here is D, which means C is equal to what? D. Okay, so vertically opposite angle, always imagine it in form of what? X shape, like something like this. So each one facing each other. So this angle here, this one here is the same. This angle here, this one here is what? The same. A and B is what? The same. A and B are the same. Okay, so always picture vertically opposite, that is vertically opposite angles. Always picture vertically opposite angles like something like X shape. Okay, so each angle facing each other are what? Are equal. So again, when you have parallel lines and a transverse is drawn across, you still have a particular angle which you if you pay attention, you will see it here, something like F. Let me use something bold so that you get it. You have something like F. So which means this angle here, this one here, if here is X, here is Y, which means X is equal to what? Y. So a corresponding angle is that angle that is in form of what? In form of F. That is, you have something like what? F. So when we are talking about corresponding angle, you will see something like F. Always picture it this way. If here is X, here is Y, which means X is equal to what? Y. Reason, corresponding. So always picture corresponding angles in form of something like F. Don't, if you draw it like this, you're wrong. If you draw something like this and you say here, this is wrong. Okay, here is wrong, but something like F. So when you have F shape like this, F, up of F and down of F is what? Corresponding. Okay, so corresponding angles is angle in form of F. Why vertical opposite angles are angles in form of X. So let's see another angle that you see C here. You will see the third angle, which is called alternate angle. And what is alternate? When you draw this, you have this thing, you have parallel lines, and you drawn a transverse, you see something like Z shape. So you have something like Z. So if here is P and here is Q, which means Q is equal to P. Reason, alternate angles are equal. So alternate angles are angles in form of Z, something like this. Here, the same. So here is what? If here is P and here is Q, which means you will have something like what? Something like Q is equal to P. So that is uh, all about a straight. When you have parallel lines and a transverse is drawn across, you will see vertical opposite angle, you will see alternate angle, you will see um corresponding angle. So what are the symbols that you take to understand those three angles? First, if you have a vertical corresponding angle, you have something like Z. So all those angles facing each other are the same. And alternate angle is in form of Z. So that Z, the angle that formed when you draw Z is what? Is what is called alternate angle. Then um what about corresponding? A corresponding angle is an angle in form of like F. When you draw F, you have a corresponding angle. So that is all. So in the next video, I will have a practical example that I will solve concerning these three angles. Please turn on the notification bell and subscribe to my channel so that you can follow more of this. Bye.